In every war humanity ever fought, the one advantage we held was control. A soldier, a pilot, a commander, every trigger was pulled by a conscious human being. But that era is ending. Today, artificial intelligence doesn't just assist in war, it participates. Across battlefields from Ukraine to the Middle East, drones no larger than a suitcase fly hundreds of kilometers, scanning for movement, locking onto heat signatures, and diving toward their targets, all with minimal or no human input. These are not remote-controlled toys. They are autonomous systems, capable of identifying, deciding, and destroying on their own. What makes this revolution terrifying isn't just precision, it's speed. A human takes seconds to decide, an AI takes milliseconds. That difference could mean life or death for thousands. In the skies over Ukraine, Russian forces launched waves of Shahad drones, cheap, deadly loitering munitions that hunt for signals and strike at night. They cost only a few $1,000s each, yet forced defenders to fire missiles worth hundreds of thousands. So, engineers responded with new weapons of their own. AI-powered turrets like Sky Sentinel, systems that detect, track, and eliminate drones automatically. On screens in Kiev, you can see these machines work faster than any operator could. The moment a drone enters radar range, the system locks on, classifies it, and fires, sometimes before a human even blinks. It's the world's first large-scale battle of autonomous systems, machine versus machine. But here's the dilemma. Who's responsible when a mistake happens? A human operator? The engineer who wrote the code? Or the algorithm itself? Militaries divide these systems into three categories. Human in the loop, where a person approves every strike. Human on the loop, where the AI acts, but a person can intervene. And human out of the loop, where the machine decides and acts entirely alone. That last category, human out of the loop, is the one experts fear most. Because once machines start killing without explicit human confirmation, the moral boundary that defined warfare for centuries vanishes. Real-world examples are already here. In 2020, reports from Libya suggested a Turkish-built drone may have autonomously hunted retreating fighters. In 2023, an autonomous defense turret in Ukraine downed multiple incoming drones without waiting for operator approval. Each event marks a step closer to self-directed warfare. The logic is simple. Humans are too slow. Data is too fast. So AI systems fuse radar, thermal, acoustic, and visual feeds to see the world like no soldier ever could. They predict trajectories, estimate intent, and engage before hesitation sets in. But vision can be fooled. Smoke, decoys, or even hacked data can mislead these neural networks. One misclassification and a civilian convoy becomes a target. That's the dark side of machine efficiency. Perfect obedience without understanding. Meanwhile, the arms race accelerates. Cheap open-source models now power autonomous targeting software, swarm coordination, and facial recognition. In a garage, a single engineer can build what once took a defense contractor. Countries are testing AI co-pilots for fighter jets, robotic tanks, even submarine drones that can patrol for weeks without human contact. It's not science fiction anymore. It's just not evenly distributed yet. Imagine this. Two automated systems guarding opposite sides of a border. One mistakes a radar ping for an attack and fires. The other's sensors detect the incoming missile and retaliate automatically. Within seconds, both have escalated into a war their commanders never intended. That's not theory. That's the nightmare scenario militaries are quietly trying to prevent. So now governments and scientists scramble to write the rules of autonomous combat. The United Nations has debated bans on lethal autonomous weapons for years, but consensus is hard when world powers are racing to perfect them. The U.S. Department of Defense says all AI systems must have appropriate human judgment. But what does appropriate mean when milliseconds decide survival? AI's advocates say it can make war cleaner. Fewer soldiers, fewer mistakes, faster peace. Critics argue it makes killing too easy, emotionless, scalable, untraceable. And both sides are right. The technology that powers self-driving cars, warehouse robots, and medical scanners now controls weapons that can act faster than conscience. If history has taught us anything, it's that every powerful tool eventually finds its way to the battlefield. The only question is, will we still be the ones making the final decision when it gets there? Because once machines learn to wage war on their own, humanity's role may shift from warrior to witness. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.